Our discovery this morning will blow your mind, especially if you're interested in agriculture, growing vegetables, not getting your hands messy with soil, and just everything else you need to know. And they are young guys, so they're going to tell us their journey. I'm talking about Nana Newman, who's the founder of Tropical Growers, as well as Prince Akwanda, who's the co-founder of Tropical Growers. Throughout our conversation with them, if you have any questions, let us hear them with the hashtag BreakfastDaily and the WhatsApp line 0550585832. If you're outside Ghana and you want to contribute to the conversation, simply use the country code +233. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How are you both?
Fine, thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
Now, this is interesting because when you first got here, I was going to ask you, like, where's the soil? And you said there's no soil, so I have trust issues. So I had to lift up the cup and look. So do you want to tell us a bit about hydroponic farming before we get into Tropical Growers? See, guys.
Okay,
that's the roots. I know a friend of mine, Evelyn, was like, "Me who be though?" Please.
Okay, so hydroponic farming is basically just growing the same type of plants in a water-based nutrient solution.
Okay.
So the same, the same nutrients which are present in the soil, it's just been extracted and put together in a compound form. So they are sold in bags.
Wow.
So what you do is you just get the bags. You have to mix them together, the same NPK and the micronutrients needed. You mix it together.
What's NPK?
Oh, that's the fertilizer, the potassium and the major nutrients needed to grow. Yeah. So you just mix it all together and put it inside your water solution. But you have to also check some things like the pH and the EC.
Okay.
After you're mixing, you make sure everything is in the right range needed for the plant to grow. Huh. So when you're done with that, then that's all. And with our method, it's a bit different in the fact that, we don't use any, as you can see, there are no pumps, there's nothing attached.
Yeah.
So when we're done mixing, we just leave it there and it just grows until harvest time.
That's it?
Yeah, and that's it.
Like, are you both farmers? Like, did you grow up with farmers? Maybe you came out of the womb?
No.
How did you end up in this space?
I'm into IT. He's an engineer.
Okay, so tell us the story of how an engineer and an IT specialist ended up in hydroponic farming.
Actually, we've known each other since 2006.
Wow, 14.
We're best friends.
Aww.
So he called me. He was in Malaysia, and he called me. He was like, he'd seen a fruit in Malaysia, and he's sure it can do well in Ghana. So he wants to come down so that we do farming. I'm like, no problem. Farming is not a thing, but I'm like, no problem, because he's my best friend. I can't say no to him.
Really? You could have said no, like, dude, I have my whole future ahead of me.
So
great idea, but...
He came down with some couple of seeds. That's honeydew melon. That's the first thing we planted, honeydew melon. It's part of the melon family, but then it has a yellow interior.
Ah.
So we tried with that, and I can say we did well, but then it doesn't like rain. So eventually we lost everything.
Wow.
So that's when we decided to take another step further, go into greenhouse farming and try to do our honeydew melons in the greenhouse. Mm-hmm. But then that system was really expensive, so we decided to go with the most basic, which is for the lettuce. So we started with the lettuce, and that's where we are.
How many years has it been since the ideation process to figuring out that this is what works?
It's been 2 years. Yeah.
2 years?
2 years, yeah.
No, not since the company has been in existence.
Yeah, since the ideation, yeah.
Wow.
So we got the idea in 2018.
Okay.
At that time, the funds were depleted, so we were fortunate. We were entering competitions and stuff. And one of the first funding we got was from the president. We won the presidential pitch. That was the maiden edition. We won some money. It wasn't really sufficient, but we had to make do with it, put some things together. Fortunately, we were able to put the whole setup together, and we started it.
How important is it for startups to focus on starting small?
Well, it's very important, especially if you're also looking for funding. People are not just looking for the ideas. Mm-hmm. They want to see it work. So in the initial stages, you talk to people, you want to do this, but then it's just an idea. It's up to you to actually change the whole narrative. So when you actually do it, the whole conversation moves from it can't work to how did it work? Mm-hmm. And, what are you doing? What are you not doing? That's when people start believing, in what you said.
Wow. So how did it work?
Yes, so before we had 28, everything got, when we started 2018, but when we were done building the greenhouse, which we actually had to build ourselves.
So you built the greenhouse
yes,
in 2018?
Yes.
Okay.
It got done in 2019.
Okay.
So that's when it started. We were doing some sampling, but funny enough, those weren't going so well.
Why?
I think we weren't getting all the parameters right. But when the greenhouse was done, we moved into it. We figured at least we had some hands-on on it, so we actually just moved into it. That was around February in 2019. So that's when we actually moved, and the first set actually worked in there. So from there, we started, looking for markets, talking to people, trying to figure out, ways to move ahead.
Okay, Prince, how do you merge the two? On the one hand, you're trying to grow high-quality things, and on the other hand, you have to also go out there and figure out how to market it to the general public.
Okay, due to lack of funds, we decided to do all the work by ourselves. So he handles the marketing and the clients and everything, and I'm mostly on the farm. I do the planting.
Okay.
So recently we started with this new product. That's the grow pipes. So since he's mostly in Accra, he's like the one doing the grow pipes for the clients.
Okay. What is the grow pipes? Because we're looking at something there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Explain what that is.
Yeah. So we realized, this thing, we can grow it in anything. If you have any bottle, anything which can be used, to trap water.
Actually, if your handbag can hold water, we can.
Yeah. So anything at all,
that can hold water.
Yeah, we can actually grow it inside. And realize, earlier this year, there are people who actually,
It's so adorable. Please don't let me distract you. Continue.
Yeah. There are people who actually, they want to actually farm, but then, when you want to buy, you need to buy it in bulk. Other than that, unless you have to go to some of these outlets and stuff. So we realized, we could just bring farming to these people who are interested in, having this whole healthy life and stuff, So we come set it up for you. What we do is we just come look at your space, see what we need, and it's versatile, so the designs change. I mean, it's in these grow pipes, and these are different diameters, so one is at a 3-inch, this is a 4-inch.
Okay.
We started with this, but now we're on this, because this can hold a lot more water, and with this, you actually don't need to check it at all.
So how long would this grow into this?
3 weeks, just 3 weeks.
Just 3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
So not only are you guys, farmers in your own right, you've learned it all, you're also passing the knowledge on to the rest of us so that we can do it on our own.
Yeah.
What informed that?
Well,
we just want to make farming look cool. People have this perception about farming. When you talk about farming, they picture cutlass, hoes, and weeds and all that. But then I want to bring computers into farming. I want to make the whole thing look cool.
I mean, and we don't need a greenhouse space to make it happen.
So for this,
you need a mini greenhouse in your house.
No, all you just need is something to prevent the rain from entering.
Diluting your nutrient solution.
Okay, so if you have a porch,
if you have a porch, you can do it. If you want it outside, we just give you.
You can do it in your bedroom, your washroom, wherever.
It doesn't need direct.
Yeah, so it needs light. So there's a type of light you actually get for it if you want it indoor.
I mean, how do people react when you go into their homes and you help them set up?
Wow. It's the same thing you actually did when you came here.
It's actually nice to watch your plants grow.
Yeah. What does the future look like for you? And if I wanted to do this, how much would the whole thing cost me? Like, I want to get into this.
Okay, so this, what we do is we, first of all, come take the survey, because people have different tastes, different varieties. So based on that survey, then we get to know, what's your requirement and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, so, somebody can have a same grow pipe, but they want it a little bit segmented for different types of growings. So when we come to the survey, we actually interact with you, just like we are doing over here. We get to know what you want, your requirements, then we also tell you what we can do.
So it's a proper relationship. It's not like a one-size-fits-all type of thing.
And it's a package, it's a whole package thing. So when you're done growing, for the next time, when it's ready, you need to grow it again. So what we do is, after that setup, the setup comes to everything. So after it, we just bring you the nutrients and the seedlings. If you don't have seedlings, we work with very good seed companies who give us top quality seeds. So we bring you the seedlings, and we give you the nutrients needed to grow.
Amazing.
So it's like a whole package deal. So when you're working with us, you're still working with us, And we always try to.
So you're converting the rest of us into mini farmers.
Yes.
In a way.
Yes.
Oh, is it just lettuce for now?
Yeah, for now just lettuce, but we'll be adding other things along the line.
Then you'll be teaching us all as we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
How has the journey been for you guys? Because, I mean, I'm blown away by the fact that you didn't have farming experience. You researched, you experimented, you got it right. And instead of you to say, you know what, we're not going to teach anyone how it's done, we're just going to keep profiting off of them, you're actually passing the knowledge on. How has it been?
It's been very difficult.
Oh.
The capital was woefully inadequate. So, for instance, something like water, we had to carry water from Accra to the farm for, I think
a year.
More than a year.
During the year.
Where's the farm located?
So it's in the eastern region, Yensiso.
So you have to carry water from
Accra to the farm each
Why?
week, twice a week.
You need good water, good quality water, and it needs to be within a specific pH.
I hope you don't have that problem anymore.
We still do, but soon that problem will be solved.
Are you looking to raise funding? Because maybe if someone is watching,
the plan is to put up the largest commercial hydroponic farming in Africa. So,
is there an email to reach out if someone wants to invest in this?
Okay, yes. So on Instagram, it's Tropical Growers. On Twitter too, it's the same Tropical Growers. Our email is
tropicalgrowersgh@gmail.com.
Yeah.
But I even think if all of us got into this, you guys may even be able to grow on revenue alone before maybe you need to scale. I don't know. You tell me.
What we want to do is we want to start teaching your kids. So instead of disposing those Don Simon and Ceres packs away, you can grow in them. Your kids can grow vegetables.
So we have a model which we are yet to roll out, so kind of like senior high school thing, trying to let them know that, farming isn't as difficult as, when we're kids, farming is basically take a calculus and any picture you see of a farmer,
and you cut yourself.
Yes, and they've actually taken off their shirt. They're looking so tired.
Sweating.
Yes, so I mean, like
one brownie type of mentality.
Yeah, but I mean, farming is quite cool.
So give us a range of, prices if someone wants to just get some, because we have this mentality, these guys on TV, they must be very expensive. Okay. So just a range.
Yeah, so like
people can start calling.
You kind of like have some standards. So a standard is like the same length as you see on the ground. And that's a 1.5 meter, and it's in three different. You give it 3 of this.
Okay.
Yes, 1.5. So that with the roof and everything. So that goes for about 1,400.
Okay.
Yeah. So you get a total of 90. One is 9, as you can see. So you get a total of 27.
Okay.
Plants, yeah.
And is that the minimum you can get?
Yeah, that's the minimum you can get, actually.
Okay, so then you can start growing and selling yourself if you want to make an additional income.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking there are a lot of restaurants who probably, buy lettuce from places where they can't guarantee. So if there are young people watching and they're looking for a venture, they can partner you guys and then they start selling this to restaurants.
Yeah.
Well, anything else we need to know? Because I'm super excited.
One other thing, you realize wherever you go in Accra, you realize people watering vegetables with water from the gutter. And it's so heartbreaking. The kind of energy we put into getting quality water to our farm, when we come back to Accra and we see people watering like vegetables with just any water, it's really heartbreaking. So we just want to change that narrative.
Yeah.
Hydroponics is so easy. Yeah, quite expensive, but so easy. And it's faster. Every 3 weeks. This is just 3 weeks old.
And it's cleaner for you, because sometimes we think it's expensive, but if you put something cheap in your body and you get sick, you're going to spend more money treating yourself.
And the roots actually tell you just how clean the whole plant is.
Yeah. This is... So what are the other projects? So you mentioned kids. Are there anything else that you are doing? Let's say some university or a secondary school would want to start teaching their students how to... Okay,
so currently... we're just the focus is trying to get the senior high school, project rolled out. We're actually trying to get some expansion done on the farm.
Okay.
Yeah, because the first structure has its own kind of complications, so we need to get actually newer structures to be able to facilitate a lot more learning and growing more things, so we get used to it, able to come and teach people like you. So yeah.
Wow. I mean, I'm super impressed, and I'm sure our viewers are too. Social media handles again, emails, numbers. Let us know how we'll reach you, and I'll be coming on the farm so we do some more interactive fun stuff for our viewers to see how it's done.
You're always welcome.
So please share the handles with us again.
Yeah. So on Instagram, it's Tropical Growers, and on Twitter, it's @Tropical Growers. The email is tropicalgrowersgh@gmail.com. And also, when you go on Instagram, you can get a number there which you can call. That will direct you actually to me, since I handle most of this part.
Thank you guys so much, Nana and Prince. I have some messages here. Dora Noom says, beautiful. Honorable One Bezzy Senior says, great. And let me see. Kojo Fosasari says that he's so proud of you guys for the work that you're doing. And I think the entire nation is proud. I mean, when you talk about impact ventures, this is one. You're not only providing jobs, but you're also helping us learn how to eat in a cleaner manner. A lot of people would pay to learn how to grow what they eat, and you guys have started this revolution, and I'm so honored that you are here, because in years to come, probably going to have to get on your schedule to find you. So thank you so much for coming here and sharing this great work that you're doing. We'll do some practical stuff later, but you guys have a video for us that we're going to watch so that we can see how it's all done. Take a look at that video. Hi there, we hope you enjoyed the show.
Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends.
This is Breakfast Daily on City TV.
Join the Breakfast Daily team Monday through Fridays from 7:30 a.m. to 10. Join us for breakfast daily, only on City TV.